Asaduz, what would you like me to use for this expedition? We're going out into the Mogul Woods and we're hunting presumably a Great Jaggi and a Royal Ludroth. What would you like me to use for it? You can pick any of the weapon types. Gunlance? Sick. Big fan of Gunlance. Oh, we should probably make some guard armor at some point too. Haven't played any Gunlance yet tonight, so that'll be nice. Alright, potions, well and steaks. We can get some more raw meat while we're out there. That's something we should try and gather as raw meat. Alright, herbs, whetstones. Let me put 5 of these away. Should be good. Alright, let us eat for some bombardier and let's go on out. Alright, I think it said it was a Ludroth and a Jaggi breeding day. If we check the forecast. Ludroth and Benabra. Okay, so we want to probably traverse around and kill a few small mobs as well before we go and hunt the large monsters. Try and get those, whatever those, extra items are called. I can't remember them right now. What does that armor give you? This is the Hunter's Armor. It gives you Outdoorsman, so you can cook easier, fish easier, and you don't need a map. It has Detect, so it shows you where the monster's at sometimes, and it has 4 slots, and we have a 1-slot Talisman, so we gemmed in Speed Sharpening. Which is pretty much all I feel like I need right now. Speed Sharpening to alleviate the yellow sharpness weapons is nice. Alright, we need some meat. Dang. Strong Gunlance. What does cook easier even mean? Is there a bigger window before the meat gets burnt? I think so, yeah. And I still suck at it, which is something. Cha-Cha's over there beating up bugs. You go, Cha-Cha. You live your best life, man. You didn't actually kill the bugs, though. Oh well, whatever. Trying to think about what materials we might need from the woods. Any account items we can get are a good thing, because that's extra zenny from a quest where we don't have a quest reward. Oh, that Alsroth gave us straight up defense down. I forgot that they give actual defense down and not just elemental defense down like Benabra do. Yo. Cha-Cha just got rid of our defense down. That's pretty cool. Thanks for the defense buff, buddy. Oh yeah, I was gonna put on some music for this. Ooh, sorry. See if we can get to those Aptonoth. Would like to get some more raw meat. We don't have any in the box anymore. We've made it all. How am I playing so many instruments without moving my hands? It's not me. Oh, hey. A great Jaggy. Poor great Shaggy. Oh right, he goes up and over, I forgot. Bye. There's a couple really unique monster transitions in this map that you wouldn't see normally in the series, or at least you don't see in Generations. Okay, so we need to go kill a Banabra and some Ludroth while we're waiting for whatever's next to spawn. That's kind of neat. You know what? I know I've been talking about all night how I think that's neat, but another neat thing about... Did I not bring any pickaxes? What the heck? This ore is just non-existent? What? That's weird. Weird. Something that's neat about having those upsurges where you can go get commodities from them is it gives you something to do while you're waiting for other monsters to spawn. Talks good about game blushes and breaks. It does. That's funny. All right, let's go into the cave. Like for right now, if there wasn't those upsurges, I'd be really bored waiting around for whatever else is gonna spawn. But between the gathering and going and trying to kill some of those monsters, then there's something for me to do. It's kind of nice. I appreciate it. All right, where is that bug? Not only did we kill it, we get to carve it too. That's nice. That's real nice. Thanks, game. Yeah, that's what I mean where that's what I mean when I say I don't think we really need to tack up on armor right now. Is like that Jaggy just got absolutely melted. I can't imagine that going any faster. I mean, it would go faster clearly with a tack up, but I don't really need that to be going any faster. Why he's also the best shot in this game? Good. Wide Gunlance is hype. Probably go even faster with artillery over attack up. You're not wrong, especially at this point in the game. Especially at this point in the game. We even ate for Bombardier. I think we got it too. We did. So that could be part of why it was so quick as well. Good shell type plus good shelling damage boost. Yo, these binoculars, sorry, these baggy though. Or, these aren't baggy, giggy, sorry, these giggy. Crawling all over me. Cut that out. What's the difference between the shelling types anyways? So just by default, the simplest difference is that wide shells do the most damage. Long shells are in the middle, and normal shells do the least damage. But also, you have 2 wide shells in a clip, 3 long shells in a clip, and 5 normal shells in a clip. So you have like a proportional amount of shells to how much damage they do, right? So what's the difference there? If you have a similar amount of shelling kind of like power at your disposal at any given time, what's the difference then? Essentially, each shelling type is going to have one thing that it has boosted in terms of shelling options. You have different things you can do with your shells in this game. You can just fire them off, you can do a full burst, you can charge them up, etc. And so different shell types are going to boost that damage accordingly, where normal shells are really good for full burst because you're firing off all 5 of them all at once, and it's actually, it gets a damage modifier that boosts that, as far as I understand. Long shelling is going to have improved Wyvern's Fire. Your Wyvern's Fire is going to have a boosted damage over regular Wyvern's Fire. And then wide Gunlance is going to have boosted charge shelling. So each of them has different ways you want to play the weapon, just slightly, and you'll be able to deal a little bit more damage one way or another. Although it's kind of fun to mix and match options, even still using Wyvern Fire, still using full burst, at least on long occasionally, even if it's not very good. Just as a way to, like, hey, if you got the shells loaded and that's what makes sense combo-wise, freaking go for it. Doesn't have to be optimal constantly. Ew, there's Giggy in the poop. So where long is a shorter cooldown to Wyvern Fire? That could be the case. Looks like there's a Giggy upsurge. You know it doesn't? No. Okay. I wouldn't be able to tell you. But that's the general gist of it. So for wide, you might want to actually fire off your shells in combat more often, or actually charge your shells more often, which you'll see me doing a little bit here. Because it's decent. Pretty decent damage doing that. With long, you want to really make sure you're always hitting your Wyvern Fires because they're going to be boosted. And with normal, you're going to be going for those full bursts more, which are going to have slightly different combos, and they're going to fit a bit better on different monsters. Alright, let's drop down to 11 so we can go hunt some Budroth. You have to run off, you can't roll off. Alright, there's one. Gunlance is fun. Didn't know it would affect how to use them efficiently. Yeah, depending on the shell type, it just affects kind of what combos you're going to want to do, because you're going to want to take advantage of the shelling options that are boosted by each type. It's neat design. It definitely makes the weapon a lot more interesting to play. I think in second generation, where you don't have the slam, you don't have charged shelling, you just have Wyvern Fire, I don't know that long boosted Wyvern Fire in that game. I believe these shelling properties that we're talking about were all added in 3rd generation, and prior to that, so in 2nd generation, that being Dose and Freedom Unite and Freedom 2 that had Gunlance, it was just like you had more damage, but you had fewer clips in a shell, or you had fewer shells in a clip, etc. Oh shoot. I didn't think that through. About the cooking there. If only I'd eaten before I carved this thing too. That's obnoxious. Alright, let's eat real quick before we do anything else, so we have at least one more spot in our inventory. Okay, there should be another monster on the map somewhere. 240 resource points is not very many. I want to get at least 300 every time we come out to the woods. Because at least at this point in the game, that's how much it takes for us to do one cycle of null berries at the farm, which is also pretty key to our Zenny production at this point. I think it's going to be a little over 5,000 Zenny every time we do a round of null berries at the farm. Yep, there's something in Area 5. Looks like a Kurapeko. Should be fun. Easy to break those flintstones with shelling. Also, while we're talking about those shelling types, World actually changed some around. It made it so that Wide had the boosted Wyvern Fire, and Long had the boosted charged shelling. But only that game, and every other game is the other way around. And then Rise changed it back to the way it's been in all the other games. Whoops. Schmo's raiding. Hello, Schmo. Hello, Markabis. Riss is Bombaggy tier? That is too kind. That is way too kind. At least I'm assuming that's a compliment. I like Bombaggy. It could also mean I'm like lazy. How was your stream, Schmo? Nice to meet you, Markabis. We're winding things down here. This is our final expedition for the night, I think. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to a 3rd generation stream. Right, he doesn't have an actual war yet. You were doing the cute monsters tier list? How was that? Oh, good fun. What was the cutest? Was it Bombaggy? Because if so, I'm definitely not the cutest. Is this 3DS through you? It is, yes. Yep, we're streaming off of 3DS. The top was Bombaggy to Tronodon tier. Were they specifically Monster Hunter Rise monsters, or was it like any Monster Hunter game? Oh, I really wanted him to get hit by that. All monsters except Frontier? Then how did Yan Kuku not win? You found a tier list with literally everything? That sounds expansive. That sounds fun. I've never done a tier list before. You didn't finish? Okay, I was gonna say, that's a lot of monsters. Okay, so far, Bum Baggy is top tier. Well, I will appreciate being called top tier temporarily. You get tired, that's fair. Shmo has a bit of a bias towards Bum Baggy and Tetranodon. They're pretty rad. Yep, we're just doing an expedition out here to finish our night off in 3 Ultimate. Trying to get some... I can't remember the name. What are they called? The special materials that you get from... I can't remember what they're called. Good progress? Yeah, we've made some decent weapons tonight. We're grinding some Zenny and some resources up right now. Commodities, thank you. I was gonna say commissions. Commissions is not the right word. Oops. He's so tired. How's Gunlance underwater? It's pretty good. You have a shield, which means that you can block a lot of things, which is really nice. Like, weapons that on ground have to rely on Superman dive are just kind of screwed underwater. So weapons that have shields underwater are really top tier. Besides that, you're actually pretty mobile. Your hops are decently mobile, and you have the forward rush, like the charge in, and you can use that to move around pretty expeditiously. Here, why don't we just jump in and give it a whirl? Yeah, so you can guard, which is nice, but then you can charge in with this, which is pretty nice. You have pretty wide reach with that, honestly. You move a good couple paces, because otherwise, I mean, like, the rest of the time, you're just crawling along. You have upswing and poke and shell just normally. Your moveset pretty much stays unchanged. And as you can see, after like a poke or something, you can move pretty quickly. Also, if you want to back hop towards a monster, you can do that pretty quickly too. If you don't want to actually charge in with an attack. I think Gunlance is the weapon that benefits from underwater combat the most. I feel like a lot of people would say Lance. I know a lot of folks really like underwater Lance. That looks pretty cool. It is pretty cool. At least I think so. Alright, let's go finish off this Kurapeko and go to bed. It's getting pretty late in my time. It's like 3 in the morning. Not huge on Gunlance, but you might actually try it out. No worries if you don't. But it is one of the more fun ways to play underwater, I think. Guess never really tried Lance. Lance charge is like, you're like an underwater sub-missile, just zooming along underwater. It's pretty cool. No. You could see the multi-hits come into play there with that. Oops. For those who don't know, Wyvern Fire does have multiple hits that make it up, so it's not like the best move to use to wake up a sleeping monster if you got other teammates around. You could really see that there, because as I hit that Kurapeko, the different parts had different fire effects across like 2 or 3 different parts of its body. You know, multiple spots where the multiple hits landed. We are just getting rolled right now. Kurapeko, please. Stop it. No! There we go. Redemption. And then the Jagia kills us. Please no. Okay. It didn't yet. Please don't card us. Please don't card us. Please don't card us. I'm actually worried about it. There. Okay. We're good. Alright. And return to village. Not down to cart to a Jagia at the very end of the stream. Alright. Let's take a look at what commodities and resource points we get from that. Report. Great Jaggy, Kurapeko gets us 500 and something resource points, which is pretty nice. Gold needles are nice, you just get to sell those. We were introduced to that earlier tonight.